Hello Internet. So I'm back in Big Cypress Swamp, arguably one of my favorite places on earth, and I had a very busy work week, and I am rewarding myself with a Friday off of fishing. So I thought I'd bring you along. I'm at my first spot. I haven't gone over and looked yet. The last time I was here, there was a pretty good sized snook and a couple of juvenile tarpon. And I haven't caught a snook on fly. I've caught snook, but not on fly, and I've never caught a tarpon. And I have no interest in catching a big tarp, 200-pound monsters. It's just not a thing for me. But kind of have a thing of keeping track of how many species I've caught, and it'd be nice to knock that one off of the species list by catching a little one. I say little, they're, I don't know, 2 feet, something like that. So I've got a fly that I know is good for, well, pretty much everything I've cast at, but it's supposed to be good for snook, and I think good for tarpon, maybe for the small ones. So we're gonna go over and see if they're here and have a few casts, and then head out to my favorite spot and probably look for Oscars and moormouth and whatever else I can get, and whatever else I can get to take any interest. So come along, hopefully get something out of it. I'm mostly planning to fly fish today, but or probably get the spinning rods out some, I'm sure. Okay, so there's a tarpon there. There's a bunch of gar, but I saw a tarpon come underneath. Yeah, there's definitely tarpon. All right, well, there's at least 2 in there. Oh yeah, there's like 5. Oh, a bunch of them just took a look, and the biggest one in there looked like he was going to take it. I don't know if I can catch him. I actually don't know what kind of action they like. Not you, Gar. If you're watching this and you know anything about fishing for tarpon and you think I don't know what I'm doing, you are correct. Jeez, man. I don't want you, dude. There's a legit big one in there. Legit big for in here, at least. I mean, obviously they get way, way bigger, but I'd be very happy to just grab a little one, and that can be that. They don't seem to be responding differently whether I move it fast or slow, or they're checking it out. To be honest, even the gar aren't all that interested in it. All right, I'm gonna keep trying. I'll bring you back if I get anywhere. I might try the other side too. There's another tarpon sitting over here, but I scared it. As I said, I don't know anything about fishing for tarpon, but my understanding is they're pretty easily spooked. And the few that I've cast at, that seems to be an accurate description. There's one there. Come on. Come on, just take a little bite of this. You'll love it. Probably not, but... I see you, little guy. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. There's a maybe 4 foot, 5 foot alligator over there. It's kind of cool. He just floated out backwards in the current. There's other tarpon over there hitting something. Come on. Come on. Don't you want that? God. The tarpon just... Hey, buddy. Just came out and took a look. He like turned around. There's one going right to it now. Come on. There's two. I have no idea if the camera can see this or not, but there's two circling around, and they keep coming up and taking a look. And little gator's watching. I have to hope if I do hook one of these, I'm going to be able to get it out quickly. Oh, there's another one under here. Another tarpon underneath the culvert, I think. There's a little snook. I'll take you, buddy. Yeah, there's either a bunch of tarpon in here or the same group is just following me around, but it seems like there's more here than... Rub it in. I think I'm going to accept that I am not catching a tarpon today again. I've tried this several times and have not cracked the code yet. Oh, you big guy. Oh, oh. God, that dude is big. Like I'd be scared to hook him. I think I've had a tarpon on twice. One shook off, and one, if I had time to react, I would not have let him take the lure. He was way too big and just broke the line immediately. All right, I'm not catching a tarpon today. Next spot. So I said next spot, but I did see a few little sunfish over here. So at least maybe I can have a catch here before we move on. Whoa, jeez. Freaking tarpon. If one of them grabs this thing, I'm gonna be so pissed. Like, there's no hope of landing any of even the smallest one on this line. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? You're kidding me. God, are you kidding? Really? What was the difference between that lure and the fly I've been throwing? Ah, stupid fish. All right, well, jeez. I should have used this rod, I guess, but what the hell is wrong with these stupid fish? Like, got flies that are made for them and they're ignoring them completely. And I throw in a stupid jig for a little tiny sunfish and they're all over it. I've said this in many videos. I really hate to leave a fish with a lure in its mouth. So I don't take lightly the responsibility of taking care of the fish that I catch, and I hate that that just happened. I'm not blaming myself too much because that's not at all what I was expecting. Like, I literally just wanted to catch a little sunfish. Now my question is, do I put one of those jigs on this pole just to see if I can catch one? I want to catch it on the fly, but Jesus Christ. This is exciting. All right, I gotta have a think about this. Well, I don't know why, but they sure do seem a lot more interested in this stupid jig than in any of the flies I brought. If you've noticed that I'm particularly jumpy when that tarpon keeps flipping over here, there's usually a pretty big gator here. Like pretty much right where I'm standing is where it tends to hang out, so I keep thinking I'm about to die. No, not you, dude. Jeez. What is wrong with you idiots? This is little fish food. There's a saying I heard that big lures catch big fish and small lures catch all fish. And I believe that because I've caught big peacock bass on the same lure I've caught tiny sunfish on many times. Jesus Christ, dude. Come on! You guys are gonna give me a freaking heart attack. Okay. Alright, next spot. People drive out here all the time looking for alligators. And I actually just waved at the couple that just drove past and tried to signal to them that there was something to see here, and they probably thought I was a serial killer and kept going, but I don't know if the camera will pick it up again, but there's again, maybe a 4 or 5 footer alligator sitting on the bottom over there. This is a spot that usually holds a lot of fish, and I haven't seen a single one. Matter of fact, last time I was out here, I saw a tarpon here, but is that a fish? Yeah. Yeah, there's some Mayan cichlids back there. Just don't know if I want to try to pick them off right over that little gator, but I guess we'll give it a try. The little ones are fast, so it's in some ways worse. Like a really big one might have a go, but a little one might have the speed to actually get a fish from me. But I hope right now on the screen I don't have the word foreshadowing. There's a few that are closer in now. So. Ooh, well. I'm getting hit by the little guys. Yeah, I think there's some little sunfish in the mix. The gator hasn't moved when I've cast. That's a little encouraging. I also haven't gotten a bite since that first one, so. Whoop, whoop. Okay, spoke too soon. There's a couple hanging back here in this hole. A little hard to cast back there, but. All right, that's a decent Mayan cichlid. All right, hold on, buddy. Nice one. Thanks, buddy. All right. Now, no response from the gator, which is nice, but we're going to move on anyway. But I got one on the scoreboard finally. Oh, the gator's moving now. Oh, you just woke up, buddy? Hi. Little guy. All right. Next spot. I always try to at least get one piece of trash as payment for getting to come out here and enjoy this. Well, I found a gar. I don't know how well the GoPro can see this, but there's 50 gar right here. So this spot has been a favorite of mine. It's changed a little bit. They cut some stuff down, but there's a very big alligator that lives here, and he's chased us out of here a couple of times. We've caught piles and piles of Oscars here in the past. I saw a Mayan cichlid out there. Hi, what are you guys doing? Might be a fool's errand. I'll see if I can pull a cichlid out of all the gar. Again, if I seem excessively jumpy, there's a very big alligator that has frightened me a couple of times. Trying to float it under the edge of the mangrove over there. See if something will come out for it. Yeah, there's a few little ones that keep getting excited, but all right, I think we're gonna move on. No, let go. Let go. Come on. Did I actually hook a gar? They usually don't get hooked. All right, come here. Come on. All right, relax you. I'm sorry, buddy. Oop. Sorry. That was clumsy. All right, well, I caught a gar. Didn't really want to catch a gar. Kind of a pain to get hold of. Probably people who are better at it than I am don't think that way, but I've only caught a couple, and they are hard for me to hold on to. But all right, well, that's another catch. I was starting to say earlier, and I don't think I ever said it, but if it seems like I'm not interested in catching the gar, for one, I'm truly not that interested in catching them. But they also just kind of rarely get hooked. So I certainly wasn't expecting to catch one, but that's my first gar on the fly, so I guess that's something. All right. Well, now we can move on. It's been a weird day. Perhaps the best part of that is I was halfway through eating a wrap for lunch. Now it tastes like gar. There's a couple of bass along this culvert. I don't really have a lot of luck catching bass out here for some reason. I see them all the time, but I can't swear to it. I don't know that I've ever caught a bass out in this part of Big Cypress. I've caught plenty of bass. All right, we'll move on. Hey, I caught a bass. Little guy, stop. Oh, jeez. Do stop. Here, little tiny largemouth bass. Sorry, buddy. I didn't turn the camera on when I... Come on. God, these plants, man. I swear. I didn't turn the camera on when I got here. I figured I'd have a cast or three and see if anybody was interested, and there was a pretty quick little feeding frenzy of little fish, and then bass decided to show him who's boss. For the record, since I'm driving, sparkling water. I don't drink beer. Okay, so this spot is historically, I think, by far the most productive spot for me fishing out here. I've been fishing out here for a few years now, and I have no idea how many times I've been out here, but this spot has always been good. It doesn't look great right now. There's quite a few fish over here, lots of babies again. So I'm gonna start with the little rod. There's definitely some catchable size, sunfish and stuff. And of course the little babies are the ones that are having a go. Oh, ah! Thought I had a sunfish on the first cast. All right, now we're hooked up. And a spotted sunfish. Hold on, okay. Hey, listen, you're not helping yourself. Relax. Relax, 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 relax. Okay, little spotted sunfish. Thanks, buddy. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh, a baby peacock bass. Can we get him to be interested? I'm trying to get the baby peacock bass to bite, and little tiny sunfish come try to run away with it. This is like fishing in an aquarium. I've stopped at a couple of spots and there hasn't been anything worth even getting a rod out for. There's quite a few fish in this spot and a really pretty Oscar. So maybe we'll get lucky and get to take a closer look at that one. It's really, really pretty color, and he was turned sideways so I could see his whole side. Really beautifully patterned. And there's, okay, well, maybe we won't be doing that. Let's see what you do. Dang it. Finally find a spot with some fish. Again, not sure if the GoPro picks this up, but there's a 8-foot gator. He was over there and he just went underwater and walked along the bottom and has posted himself right there, where I think he is planning on trying to snatch anything I catch, so we're gonna not do that. Yeah, there's that Oscar. Guys, beautiful. Of course, he's going right over to where the alligator is. Well, that's disappointing. Yeah, the Oscar's over there now. Such a beauty too, man. You can see why people wanted them as aquarium fish. All right, well, so much for that. Man, just Mayan cichlids all over the place in here. We finally found a good spot to fish. What are you doing, buddy? Hi. What are you doing? He's preventing me from fishing. That's what he's doing. All right, buddy. Have a good day. And there seem to be some catchable fish among the, oh, what did I say? Among the, okay, I gotta be careful. Decent sized bass for this rod. All right, look at you, buddy. Ah, ooh, that's exactly what I didn't want. Okay. All right. Relax, 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 relax. Ow. That is a decent bass for that little rod. No gator, sorry. Thank you. Ah. Huh. So funny thing, that broke off right here, and right next to it is somebody else's lure that broke off. Oh, free tackle, my favorite kind. So what I was trying to say is, it looks like there's some catchable fish among these gar. I didn't mean that bass. I meant there was a couple of sunfish, and maybe cichlids, but I will take that all day long. I mentioned earlier in this video, if this becomes a complete video, I don't catch a lot of largemouth bass out here, and I catch them all the time on the same tackle other places. So that was exciting. I'm so glad that broke off when it did and not in the water. So, all right, let me get this re-rigged and head for the next spot. There is something in here I think I can catch. That one's a keeper. I gotta go get something else because there's a big peacock bass in here. I stopped here looking for warmouth or maybe Oscars, but these are the biggest peacock bass I've seen in Big Cypress, at least. Oop, that was a serious attack there. All right, we might be onto something here. Oof, all right, they're coming fast. All right, I'll bring you in if I get one. I don't want to waste my battery. Man, I've had a very feisty, decent sized peacock bass hit this thing 5-6 times now. He's just not taking it in his mouth, but he's bitten it for sure. And I mean, charging hard, like it's super awesome, fun fishing, except for the whole catching part that hasn't happened. I'm on my, I think, third different kind of lure. They keep coming around and going somewhere else and coming back. And, yeah, jeez, chasing it again. Unfortunately, he keeps chasing it close to the end of my retrieval, so. Oh, come on, do it again. Do it again. Come on. Come on. God, God. 2 of them were hitting it that time. Come on, you guys. Somebody step up here. I just want to take a picture. I've almost quit like 3-4 times. It's definitely time to go home and eat dinner. And then on what's supposed to be my last cast, I'll get a hard charge again. Jesus Christ, dude. Pretty sure that was on purpose. All right, well and truly, last cast. Unless, you know, I get charged again and I have to try more, but, oh, come on, right there. Come on. Yeah, no interest. All right, I think they've decided they don't care.